Shipment, what's up? Welcome on in. How are ya? Welcome on in. You joined seconds too early today. You didn't start, and then I started. Oh yeah. What's up? How are ya? Happy Thursday to you. We are headed towards some really cool museums today. Yeah, I went to some waterfalls this morning, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna have signal. And one of them I surprisingly had signal, and I was like, oh, I could have streamed this. Although we didn't get very close to the waterfall, unfortunately. But the other one was a little iffy, and I'm no glad we didn't do that one. So, but yeah, we're headed to a monster truck museum. You'll understand what I mean by monster. Not the monster truck you're thinking of, kind of, but also you'll see it looks really cool. And hopefully he doesn't have a no streaming rule. That would suck. So we're gonna find that out before I post a Discord on like, hey, you guys should show up. So, and then we're gonna go to a witchy museum, which would be cool. And then we're gonna head over to Pastimes Arcade, which is the biggest pinball arcade in the United States by a mile. The closest one, I believe, is in Pittsburgh. There's 380 machines, and then behind that, I think is, I don't know who's third, but I know the top two are right there next to each other, right here in Ohio and Pittsburgh. So we will not be going to the second largest one. I've already been to them. They're okay. But yeah, no, Pittsburgh has a lot of pinball. They really enjoy it. I'm also hoping tomorrow we might try to, because we're gonna head over to Pittsburgh tomorrow morning. Maybe either Friday, Saturday. I haven't figured out which day, but we're gonna try to squeeze in a sunrise stream. I can see what time sunrise is in Pittsburgh. But there's a fantastic sunrise spot over in the western part of Pittsburgh, and we're planning on sleeping somewhere near that area. So I'm hoping we get a nice sunrise. Like I said, I can see what time that sunrise is at. Hopefully it's at 7. I don't think it will be. It's probably going to be closer to like 6:30. But sucks. I don't want to get up at 6 in the morning. Or 5:30 or whatever it is. So. But Shipment, how goes your day so far? I hope work is going well. I watched Not Carpe Diem this morning. They made it to Satellite Beach, which is just south of Kennedy Space Center. I was like, hey, how long y'all gonna be there? You know, they're almost certainly not gonna be there by the time I get down there, which sucks. We're literally, I think we're gonna be ships passing in the fog. Because it sounds like they're gonna be there for a little bit. I would like to see them. I just don't think Nashville is doable. I thought Nashville was a little bit closer to Asheville, and it's not. I'm like, fuck. And, okay, that's a little spooky. That dude's got a little bug on the back of his van. But yeah, we got some breakfast in us this morning. We had, what what did I eat this morning? Oh, I ate my wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. They were mango habanero, so quite hot, quite spicy. I enjoyed it. We also had some cornbread. Not all of it, like half my cornbread, and then I took a couple bites of my one of my barbecue sandwiches. I don't know which one it came from. It might be City Barbecue. I had my Mission Barbecue one last night. That was really good. I did have to add like some of my hot sauces on it, and I put in some barbecue sauce from City Barbecue because, like I said, that shit was a little dry, and I like my meat real moist. I'll nip this one in the bud. Wow. We still got my 2 burritos. Oh, I also ate my donut last night too. So we still got my 2 burritos. We still got a couple more sandwiches to work through. So, and yeah, I start working through them because it's starting to warm up. Right now it is currently 40 degrees. We're gonna get to a high of 47 today. Tomorrow, dude, we're gonna get to 53, and on Saturday it's gonna be 62. Well, actually, I should see what that's gonna be in Pittsburgh. That's where I'm gonna be Friday, Saturday. High 52 on Friday in the pit. Nice. I love it. Let's go. Bright enough to see. Man, it's gonna be great. After sitting in like the 30s for a couple days, this temperature feels amazing right now. I'm just like, yes, I don't have to freeze my ass off anymore. I didn't have to put on my my super warm dress last night. I did put on my my warmest pajama pants. It was slightly cold enough to justify that, but I didn't have to wear my dress. Which is the warmest thing I have in my van, by and far. Nothing even comes close. What the fuck is that thing? Speed limit still 25. Holy shit. Bengals are in town on Sunday. Early game. Okay. Well, I'm probably leaving Saturday night because I'm probably gonna head over to, where am I going? I'm going to Frederick, Maryland to sleep because that'll put me about an hour away from Lancaster, and then I can go link up with Redria 64, and then hopefully I can get in contact with Jess Rappaport and be like, hey, what do you want to do that isn't knubbing? Because sorry, I'm not really a knubber. But she doesn't get back to me. We might bypass Philadelphia and go ahead and do some of the things I want to go ahead and do. I know I haven't seen her on, so I wonder if she got really sick. And I wonder if that's what's happening right now. Because I know she said she was coming down with something. But I hope she's doing okay. Alright, get the sickness out now, so that when she flies to Brazil, she's not sick. So another 16 minutes away. So hopefully this thing only takes about an hour, and then we're gonna head over to the witch thing and do that. And then depending on how much time we got, I would like to drop by a Neil Armstrong memorial, right? Because that's just north of Pastimes. But I really want to maximize my time at Pastimes. Like, I would like to get there by like 4 p.m. when they open, because I mean, 420 machines. We're never going to get through all 420. I also plan on bringing my stick and putting y'all on the stick to watch. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to have a different view than we've had the past couple of days. But we can always do both, you know. Yeah, well, basically I basically have to use tape to hold my stick together, but we're gonna get the same view that we had at that Pinball Expo when we did that tournament. We're gonna go back to that just for today, because I think that's what it deserves it. But we'll walk around first. I'll show y'all all the machines, right? I mean, I myself need to walk through all 420 machines. There's so many. So and then 420, like, we're probably gonna end up playing, yeah, you know, just, is it 420 or shit, or is it 450? Shit, I might be wrong, it might be 450. Give me a second here. No, it is, well, it's 421, actually. So, they used to have 420, and then they were like, we're gonna add one. They need to take one away. They just need to be like, you know, we don't need to have Rick and Morty. We can get rid of that one. Just fuck you, Rick and Morty. Someone break one. I mean, breaking it doesn't do anything. They gotta, like, get rid of it or something. But yeah, probably gonna spend a lot of time on machines that we've never played. I mean, you know, when you really look at it, right? I've only played on... How many machines have I played on? Ah, shit. Ah, beans. There we go. We're not good. I have played on 336 machines. So, despite all the travels, despite the 123 locations I've been to, despite, you know, playing as much as I can over the past 4 years, I've only played on 336 machines. I'm sure that's a little bit higher, and I just haven't gotten the picture for the games that I played. But they have more machines than I have played. Let's see if we can correct that today. So we're going to try and play on machines that we haven't played on before, or just happen to not have a score. I mean, that's the other thing. I just might not have a score on it. Chances are I have played it before. Like, let me see. Do I have a score for Gorgon? Probably not. Yeah, like I don't have a score for Gorgon. Even though I've played it, I've just never bothered to get a picture. So, this is going to be fun to see what they've got. What are we doing here?
In 600 feet, continue straight onto Broadway Avenue, Ella Avenue.
Okay.
Continue straight onto Broadway Avenue, Ella Avenue, then use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right onto East 93rd Street.
Okay.
Take a slight right onto East 93rd Street.
Signal hanging in there. Signal defect's doing good. And the good news is we're gonna get our reset on the streaming before the con, which is good. I do need to figure out what I want to stream in Philadelphia though. I'm like, I like Philadelphia. I just don't know how much of a streaming thing Philadelphia is. I mean, yeah, we gotta look around. Because Edith Dad was like, yeah, I'll come hang out with you if you're gonna stream. And I was like, I still haven't figured out what the fuck I'm gonna stream yet. That's the problem. Like, I'm gonna get there on like a Sunday. But it's gonna be like Sunday afternoon, so anything that would have been happening is gonna already be done. So I'm gonna have to see if there's anything going on during that day. Philly has a ton. It does have a ton of history. I don't know how much of it is streamable. That's the issue. But yeah, we can definitely take y'all to the Liberty Bell. Is that what it's called? Liberty Bell? We can take y'all to a couple museums, right? We'll see. We'll see what kind of museums are available. I do love me some like history and science museums. Ooh, let's see if we can find like a science museum. I always enjoy a good science and space museum. Those are always nice. I actually was thinking about going to a space museum here in Cleveland, but I was like, any space museum would need at least like, I don't know, more than 2 hours that I was sparing for it, which is why we chose this other museum instead. This museum we can do in probably like 2 hours. Pretty easy, pretty quick. Probably doing an hour actually, and then we can drive over to the Franklin. You know what? I haven't been to that one yet. Judge, what's up? Welcome on in. How are you? At least I'm pretty sure I haven't been to Franklin Institute. I have to double check my Google Maps. I forget exactly what I've been to. I know I've done a lot in the historical district. I know I've been to the American Revolution Museum. I've been to Liberty Bell. I still haven't been to the Betsy Ross house. Yeah. Kirk, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Welcome on in. We are headed to a museum here in, is it a museum? Maybe it's more of it's like a monster truck display museum thing. I don't know. It looks really cool on Google Maps. I'm excited to go check it out. And so yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along. It's gonna be great. We went to the Museum of Art too. I have not been to the Museum of Art yet, and the reason for that is because I'm just not a I'm not an art fan. Like, it's kind of cool, right? I'll ooh and ah, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, and I'm bored, Like, art museums and zoos are just two things I don't necessarily care for. Zoos, not because it's ethical, just because I think it's boring. I do think zoos are good, right? I think most zoos are good. When you look behind the history or not the history, sorry, when you look at deeper into like what many of them do, right? Because a lot of them do have conservation efforts, right? And I think we just always think of the super shitty ones and then just assume, oh, well, this shitty zoo made the news, so every zoo must be like this, and well, they're not.
At the next light, turn left.
But I know some people are they're anti-zoo, right? I get it. But yeah, Judge, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm excited to meet y'all this Sunday. I'm making it happen. I was a little... I actually looked at the distance between Lancaster and Pittsburgh the other day, and I was like, oof, it's a little far. So I'm actually going to drive over to Frederick, Maryland. Ah! Why? At least they walked fast. I hate when people do that, and they're on their phone and they're just chilling. And it's like, dude, if you're gonna fucking jaywalk with a goddamn purpose. Get off the fucking road, dude. Jesus. Right? I don't care if you jaywalk, right? But you better be moving, right? If you're gonna jaywalk, don't, like, because like I could have gotten stuck in the middle of the road, and now I'm like, well, shit, I don't know what the fuck to do now. Yeah, no, they did not have the walking sign. Which, once again, I don't care if you jaywalk, but if you're gonna jaywalk, and I mean they went fast enough. I don't think it was a big deal, right? No harm, no foul. But
go past this light. Then,
it's like,
next one.
Come on,
right
dude.
On East 79th Street.
Remember, there were once human zoos in
right on
Europe.
East 79th Street.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, people do stupid shit and super shitty stuff, you know. I would like to think that we're getting better, you know. And I'm not saying that all zoos are good, right? There's apparently a zoo in, like a small exotic zoo in Tacoma called Debbie's Petting Zoo or something, which I actually wanted to go visit. And I just saw an article the other day that was talking about how people want it to be shut down. And someone was talking about, like, well, that's because the original owners, Debbie and the husband, don't own it anymore. Like, Debbie died and the husband moved on, and so whoever took over is like a POS, you know? So I get it, you know? How was that? Did I find a spot? I did. I actually, after I finished up at the Green Dragon Inn, I didn't even move my car. I just stayed there and I just snapped where I parked. So, because it's street parking, right? Generally, people don't give a shit if you're street parking. It's fine. I did end up buying a new game. They were doing 30% off their entire selection of games at their board game stores downstairs. And I was like, no! Why you gotta do 30% off? I can't buy, guys. They had the Skyrim game. I was so tempted. I was like, oh my god. Should I spend $100 and buy the Skyrim game right now? Like, 30% off? When am I gonna get this chance? But I was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it. Like, I have no room for a game. The game is huge, too. Like, the box is gigantic. It's probably the size of 3 of my games put together. And I was like, oh god, as much as I want to buy this for 30% off, I have no idea where this game's gonna go if I buy it for 30% off. You can post it to your story. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of the 30% off. I would have loved to send it to someone to stow it if they were then gonna pay for shipping, but once again, it just defeats the whole purpose of trying to save money, you know? It balances it out. I'm pretty sure shipping it to you would have cost like upwards of $50. Yeah, I've been wanting to get the Skyrim board game. So are y'all familiar with Bunny Goddess 33 and her Skyrim TV weekend? So for those who don't know, let me see if I can give her a shout out real quick. Shout out to Bunny Goddess 33. There we go. So they were doing makers and crafting, but they also do a Knot of Skyrim. And why are we being dumb, phone? But they also do once a month. They help organize well, not help, but they are the organizer of the Skyrim TV, which is a weekend full of Skyrim runners or Skyrim players who they stream Skyrim and then they raid into another Skyrim person, and it's just all weekend Skyrim. And I would love to get the Skyrim board game and join in on this and kind of be like, guys, look, there's a Skyrim board game, right? Now, I don't know how many people are going to be interested in that, right? Like, it's like, well, right, we jump in, right? So it would be...
Next light, turn right.
It would have to be something where I would have to get the game, learn how to play it, or learn how to play it really well, and then make an event out of it, right? Be like, okay, you know, maybe get a couple people over, we're all going to dress up, right? We're going to basically create an event out of it, right? I think that would be a lot of fun. So... but I still do want to get the Skyrim game because it does have a you can do it single player. So, you know,
turn right onto Quincy Avenue.
Be on the lookout for that. Because I do intend on buying it at some point. Like, you know, once I have my storage ready to go, right? Whether it be an apartment or, you know, a storage unit, I'm going to start buying games. And we're gonna start doing, you know, well, we're gonna find a date to do board games. I don't know yet how my schedule's gonna shake out. But yeah, board games, baby.
Past this light, then at the next one, turn left onto East 83rd Street. Turn left onto East 83rd Street.
Go for it, bicyclist. You got this. Hell yeah. You know, I always laugh at the people who like, did you see what a bicyclist did? They ran a red light. That's not allowed. That's why they cause so much trouble. And it's like, would you swap with them? Would you start riding a bike and have them in the car? And they're like, no. I'm like, then shut up. Like, would you run a red light in your car? No. Then what is your problem, man? I don't know. It's like when people bitch about the homeless people getting to do whatever they want, and it's like, would you trade places with the homeless so yet you can do whatever you want? They're like, no. Okay then. I see there's not a problem. I don't know. Super goofy shit, you know? Oh, it's free! Oh shit, hell yeah, okay. Do I park over here then for that? I think this is where I park. Yeah, because that's not really a parking lot, is it? I assume I can park here. I'm gonna find out. Alright. It doesn't look hard to go for, but I should still grab my boots. So, y'all stay here for just a minute. I'm gonna grab everything we need. Also, should put in the cash in here. Yeah, there we go. Separating my cards and my cash. I'm gonna need... Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I was like, what did I do with my thing? There we go. Alright. This will take a little week here. Should I put on my gloves? It's still a little cold. Where are my gloves? Oh, they're over here. Yeah, sorry guys, give me a minute. Alright, let's do it. Oh, and my keys. I would hope if we had that. Alright. Y'all ready? See this really cool thing? Look at this little thing. And you can see his Instagram right here. Let me go and get this Instagram right here. I'm sure the lighting isn't helping right now. Alright. So once again, that TikTok, his Instagram. And come on over here. I got this really cool thing going on here. Like I said, really cool looking monster trucks over here. Look at that. Mr. Half-Hog. Put you right here, buddy. There you go. This is what Mr. Half-Hog needs right here. He needs one of these. Wham, bam. And it looks like it turns on in some way, shape, and or form. I don't really know what it does, but it definitely has some sort of a mechanical system going on over here. Or electrical system. Yeah, there's a bunch of electrical stuff in there. Okay. Oh shit, yeah, you got some sort of generator over here. What is this? AC 225 amp, but he can control how much amp he puts in. Oh, you know what? I wondered the wings and oh god, the wings and probably nose. That's probably what's up. Yeah, you can see the hydraulics on it. So yeah, these wings probably come on down. Oh, breathe fire? Yeah. I mean, let's see. Does he have propane tanks in there? Whoa. I wonder if there's a geocache over here. Let's find out. I'm no surprised there's no geocache here at all. It's not a virtual. There's not an actual geocache. Let me make sure I'm not set to... Nope, yep, there's just no geocache here. The mini, you know, the mini, right? Look at that. Put Mr. Halfhog right in here. Oh yeah, Mr. Halfhog. He's like, oh yeah, I got this. Hang on, we gotta lower the exposure compensation a bit. There we go, that's better. Whoop. Oh, hell yeah. Good job, buddy. Look at this guy right here. Oh, with his dog. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, come on. Let's go over here, Mr. Halfhog. Let's get you a picture. There we go. So yeah, so this is the Tim Willis Monster Truck Museum. Super fucking cool, man. And it's free. I'm definitely gonna drop a donation if he has a donation box. Though I only have 20s right now, which kind of sucks. Look at that. Can you imagine driving one of these right here? Yeah, I'll put Mr. Halfhog right here. He can fit. There you go, buddy. So really, here's what I need in my knife, right here. 0 stealth. All van. Oh, and you can see he's working on another thing back here. Look at that. Oh, man. That's so cool. I always feel like people are allowed to go in. I kind of... Hang on. I might go see if he's got a website. I mean, this door is definitely open. Yeah, it's definitely open. Look at that. I don't know. I kind of want to see now. Hey, let me take a look and see if people are posting pictures like inside, or once again, if he has a website. No, he does have an Instagram though. There's also an indoor showcase. I wonder what the indoor showcase is, because it's really cold and I'm like, really could use some warmth right now. Yeah, dude, there's definitely pictures. I mean, they're kids though, So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to wait for him to come. You know, I don't know where Tim is, but I don't see anything that says you can't climb on him. And I mean that literally just has a ladder. That's literally just screaming, "Hey, come on up here!" You know. Damn! Look at that tail. Fuck yeah. Oh, that must be the indoor portion right there. Because that's what that is. What we got over here. Woo! Okay, okay. I like that. Come on over here, Michelle. We'll get that picture. Boop! As you can see, he's working on this one. I don't know what he's gonna make out of this, but you know. And also working on this one, whatever he's doing with that too. Oh, is that the... I see there's like a potential garage over there. I don't know, we'll see. Oh hey, look, there's a whole switch over here. Once again though, we shouldn't mess with anything that, you know, shouldn't mess with anything too much here. Oh yeah, look at that car. Yeah, you can tell once again, this door is once again I mean, maybe he does want you to come in. I don't know. I mean, I guess realistically the worst he can do is say, hey, you're not allowed to go up there, and I'll be like, oops, sorry. Oh damn, look at that busted tire. I mean, at the very least I want to go up into the van, you know. So yeah, we got this thing over here. We got the truck. Even painted the inside, which is awesome. I wonder if this opens. Nope. Okay, that one's definitely locked. And then this is probably where the inside is. You can tell this one is definitely knocked over here. So. And there's like a whole wall right here. And so I wonder if maybe he actually lives right over here on this side. Oh, what's this? Are we allowed over here? Oh, no, that's a danger. That's a restricted area. Can't go in there. Nope. Can't go in there, chat. Alright, I really want to go into this. Let's see how this works. This is gonna be fun because we have to do it one-handed. Because I don't have my stick. Oh god. Ugh. Whoa. Dude, check out the inside of this fucking van. Dude, that is sick. This is what I want. And I can almost stand too. Oh my god, this would be such a cool van. Hang on. Now we gotta get a selfie while we're up here. Not that there's too much to the inside of this. Alright, here we go. Here goes the fun part. Coming back down. I definitely would love to check out. I don't want to see the inside of that. I do wonder. They said there's like an indoor part. I wonder where the indoor part is. Is the indoor part next door? Is it that thing? I don't know, but still pretty cool though. I thought it'd be a wee bit bigger too, but that's okay. Now I'm like, what's this thing next door to the Tim Woodes thing? Let's find out. So I was curious what this was over here. Is this just a random pour over? Yeah, it's just this building over here, which is like nothing. Okay. Hell yeah. Let me go to his Instagram. So his Instagram, was it Tim Woodes Monster Trucks? Tim Woodes .216. Let's find out. Tim Woodes .21. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, these are some cool shit. I don't know if Tim Woodes is the guy who just pulled in. Still super sweet though. So yeah, it's about that time. Let's head back to the van and let's start making our way to the next location here. Super fucking cool. Alright. Let's get moving. I didn't see a Tim Woodes. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he. But yeah, that was cool. Nice little pit stop to go check out. So that was one of the museums. Where's my key? Put you guys over here. Oh God. All right. Doo-doo. Next place we go to, they don't open for another 30 minutes, so what we might do is we might drop by a waterfall real quick on the way over there. Whoa, the house from A Christmas Story. $20. I'm good. Not that interested. How far is this? 15 minutes. Okay. So should we go to Mill Creek Falls? Do Mill Creek. And then we add in this. That's how much? 30 minutes? Okay. Now where is Mill Creek Falls? How far is that from the parking lot? Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Head south on East 83 Road Street toward Golden Avenue.
Alright, we're gonna head over to a waterfall. You got a little time. I would say not faster than I thought. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed that. And like I said, now we're gonna head over to a waterfall real quick because I was hoping to spend like at least an hour there, and that did not happen. And so if we head over to like the witchy place, the problem is there's not a whole ton. I don't know. Let me see. There's a cultural garden. This one looks free. Wait, where is that? I went to this one. Alright, let's head over to Mill Creek Falls. Oh, Google Maps, you POS. Why are we doing this?
At the next light, turn left.
I think they were doing an eviction.
At the light, turn left onto Cedar Avenue.
I like that your trust been damaged. Seeing you struggle feels a lot like hope. You're living evidence I'm not alone. You got labels, you're unstable, you're dysfunctional and
Good track. Yes, I haven't gotten to spend that much time in Cleveland, so you know. Kind of nice. We're getting a bit of time here to see some of these things, right? They do hit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I didn't really want to go to that just because I just wouldn't be able to spend enough time there. Plus, I'm not like a huge like rock and I don't know how much I would care for the Hall of Fame for a rock and roll. Same thing with like the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's like I don't know how much I would care to go see that. You are allowed to go. Protective Services. Here they come.
At the next light, turn left.
He met Terry Bradshaw at the Basketball Hall of Fame. Nice. Yeah, that was definitely an option, was to go to Pro Football Hall of Fame, but once again, it's not something that I super care about, right? I barely know football beyond the past the 1990s. And by past, I mean like older than the 1990s. Like, I know who the great football teams were, and I'm decent enough, but like as far as players go, I barely know anyone. I know the big ones like Terry Bradshaw and who was that Dallas QB who went to the Army and then was super awesome. His name escapes me. Yeah, but most of my football knowledge is from the honestly mid 90s and on is when I really start knowing football. Mainly because the Jacksonville Jaguars came into existence, so football, kind of entered into my life. Well, that and, my parents got me a Super Nintendo game called the NFL Quarterback Club 96, which was really fun. Or maybe it was 95, because at the time, they only had the 28 teams. You could play with the Jaguars and Panthers, but they were like super new expansion teams, so they weren't like officially part of the 30 yet, because they didn't know what the fuck to do with them. But that game is why I started becoming an Arizona Cardinals fan, because I used to always play as the Cardinals in that game. And then and there we go, NFL Quarterback Club 96, yeah. And then I started playing, and then I started watching the Cardinals, and I just remember starting watching them in like 1998, because they had Jake the Snake Plummer. And they would show them on Fox, so I actually got to watch the Cardinals quite a bit that year, when they made their very first playoff in like 30 years or something. And then they beat the Cowboys and then got blown out by the Vikings. So that was the year the Vikings were 15-1 and were the favorites to go to the Super Bowl before losing to the Atlanta Falcons. And then the Falcons would proceed to get absolutely destroyed by the Broncos. The Broncos would just be like, okay, this was cool. Get wrecked. And in 1999, that was the year the Jaguars went 14-2, their best year ever. And we went 14-2, and our two losses came to the Titans. The Titans would then proceed to beat us in the fucking playoffs. We lost to them 3 times in a row. And I think at the time, it was the first time that a team had ever lost to the same team 3 times in a season. Interesting note. That was the very same playoffs that the Titans pulled off the Music City Miracle. The Jaguars were that close to not having to play the Titans. It would have been the Jaguars versus... It probably would have been Jaguars versus Bills instead. We probably would have blown out the Bills. Because they had Robo Johnson as their QB, and that dude was not good. And then we were going to the Super Bowl, and we would have played the St. Louis Rams, and it would have been the Super Bowl of 2 high-flying offenses, right? It would have been they weren't called the greatest show on turf yet. That they gained that term in 2001, but it would have been Kurt Warner along with Isaac Bruce and who was our other receiver? But yeah, it would have been them versus the Jaguars with, oh, and Terry Holt, there we go. Terry Holt, Isaac Bruce, and their running back. Let's see, Rams. Marshall Faulk, there we go. So yeah, it would have been Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, and Terry Holt versus Mark Brunell, Fred Taylor, Jimmy Smith, and Keenan McCardell. I mean, that would have been the high sparking, and that would have been a great fucking game. And I mean, we still got a great game. You know, we had the 1 yard or the 1 yard line tackle, right? Where the Titans were down 23-16, and they needed to tie the game, and they did a quick slant down the middle, and the receiver got tackled at the 1 yard line, and time expired. So yeah, man, some just 1999, some amazing playoff, amazing this season, you know. And then it all went downhill from there for the Jaguars.
East 93rd Street.
We got in salary cap hell. We whiffed on a lot of draft picks, and we ended up having to rebuild. We would go 12-4 in 2005, but then we would go with the cold hand and QB Byron Leftwich and get blown out in the playoffs. We'd miss the playoffs in 2006. Then we'd make it again in 2007 with a really nice run, only to get beaten by the Patriots because they were on their undefeated season. And then we wouldn't get back to the playoffs for 10 years. And in 2017, we made a huge run with a team nicknamed Saxonville.
Turn right onto East 93rd Street.
Because we led the league in sacks, and it was an obscene amount of sacks. It was a lot. But we would end up making it to the championship game, and we'd actually become 5 minutes away. That was the infamous Miles Jack wasn't down. If they hadn't blown the whistle, Jags win that game. Because that was like a fumble recovery, and he had an escort. Like, that was going all the way back for a touchdown. Jags win that game right there. I think it all went downhill when the Jaguars injured Gronk. I feel like the Patriots were so focused on making Gronk work against the Jaguars, and the Jaguars were so focused on stopping Gronk, and we were doing a not better job. Because once Gronk went down, all of a sudden, it's like the Jaguars didn't know who the fuck to cover. It was like, oh shit, I guess we're going to have you cover this person, I guess. And then the Jaguars would fall apart again. They would make the playoffs in 2022, where they would get that hugely surprising run where they went down 27-0, and they would make a comeback to win 31-30 or something, which was huge. What's funny is I went to go watch that game at the bar. I only saw half of it, because at halftime I said, well, the Jaguars have lost. So I went to my van, and I was just playing video games and hanging out. And after that, about another hour and a half, I was like, I should see what the final score is going to be. And I go in, and the Jaguars are down. It's like 30-28, and I'm like, what's happening? What do you mean the Jaguars? And all of a sudden, I tune into who was it called? It's a Packers YouTuber. But I tuned into his channel because he's watching it live, and it's on the Jaguars' final drive, and it's just, oh my god, seeing the Jaguars get that field goal, holy shit, dude. And then we would lose to the Chiefs. It was a respectable game, but right, the Chiefs were just better. It's fine. And then we'd fall apart again. We actually got off to a great start in 2023. We went 7-3 or something, and we would end up finishing 8-9 or 9-8 or something and miss the playoffs. You know, it's just like, Jesus Christ, Jaguars, fuck. And then 2024. What happened in 2024? Oh yeah, 2024. The bottom fell out, and we basically went 5-12 or something. Just completely got destroyed. And now it's 2025, and we're 5-4, and we just lost a game where we had the lead 27-10 or 29-10 or something, and we blew it. We fucking blew a 19-point lead because we couldn't score a single fucking point. And it's just like, what the fuck happened? How? So I'm pretty sure we're gonna miss the playoffs again this year. And then next year, it's going to be a little rough again. But that's okay, because in 2027, you heard it here, folks. We'll go into the Super Bowl, and we're going to lose. But we're going to make it. We're finally going to make it to Super Bowl in 2027. You can throw that down. You can place that bet right now. Let's go. Now, will Trevor Lawrence still be our QB? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for Trevor Lawrence. I have to assume that we're going to be letting him go pretty soon. I still think it was a mistake to extend him. I feel like we shouldn't have done that. But it's the Jaguars. We make bad financial decisions because that's what we do. What are you doing over there, buddy? What are you doing? Are you trying to pull something stupid? It looks like he's trying to pull something stupid. What day, what's up, welcome on in, how are you? Indeed, it is a gorgeous day. We just
at the light, turn right onto Miles Avenue.
There's something on the path. What the fuck is this? Alright, it's a box, I can run over it. I had to make sure. I was like, I swear to God, this is like a wood thing, we gotta go around it. I'm not running that over. But yeah, so we just finished seeing a monster truck exhibit thing. It's really cool. Highly recommend going a little bit back in the video and checking it out. We're on our way to a waterfall real quick because the other museum I want to go to doesn't open till noon. And then once we finish that, we might head over to a memorial dedicated to Aaron. I think it's Aaron Glenn. It might be Neil Armstrong. I don't remember. We're gonna go to that. And then once we go to that, we'll head over to the largest pinball arcade, Pastimes, and we're going to hope that the signal holds. I don't actually know if I can stream there. Alright. The good news is the waterfall is right over here, so. Wait a minute, it's not I'm gonna park over where that first person was, but I wanted to go ahead and pull through. Let me see if there's a geocache over here. Alright, signal looks pretty good right now. There is, but oh no, fuck that. Nope, don't want to do a field project. That sounds like homework. I'm good. Alright. Well, workday, how are you? I hope you're having a good day so far. I just finished a little TED talk on my Jaguars and football.
One day you will find it. How would it feel to take that leap and never think of the ground at all? Close your eyes, breathe in so deep. No one waiting to catch your fall. All my life I've been told to wait for the storm clouds to clear the sky. All I want is to feel the rain. Let those winds take me higher and higher. And still I've yet to touch
None in here.
those clouds.
Hang on, chat. I'm missing something.
I'm safer on the ground.
Anything in here?
One day I'll fly. Just take the chance to try.
Oh, yep, it's in here.
I
Perfect.
know if I go, I'll learn to take to the sky. And as hard as that seems, to take that first faithful leap, I'll fly. On the highest peak,
Someone new.
I hear them try. But I cannot see
There we go.
to shake this view. Where I jump head first into the unknown. Looking back, I can see it now.
Oh, someone sent me a message. Hang on, let me see this message real quick.
What? What is it? I'm sorry. But I love you. Oh, I do.
Hang on, I'm being amazed by this extremely cute Jaguar. Or cheetah, I don't know what it is, but oh my god. Pretty sure it's a Jaguar.
You have a big world out here, huh? You have fun in your new enclosure? No? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A big world little cat, huh? Huh.
Hell yeah, big world little cat. Let's do it. Alright. Let's get this on here. Let's go to this waterfall. So we're coming up to Cataract Falls here. Formed by the erosion of Cleveland Shale and cascading 48 feet, making it the tallest waterfall in the county. Caddock Falls powered the gristmill and sawmill built by William Wielder Williams and Mayo Wyatt in 1799. Dope. Let's do it. I don't know how good the signal's gonna be, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump up your cell weight. Cause yeah, that's a valley, alright. So as soon as we go down, we're gonna be losing signal here. So we'll see what we got. Oh, maybe that's as low as we can go. It's right there. As low as we can go. Moving a waterfall. In 1799, the first mill complex was built at the foot of Mill Creek Falls and later moved to the top for better operation. The mill provided flour and lumber to residents for Newburgh Village for decades. You see a different waterfall the settlers saw. With backbreaking work by pick and shovel, the waterfall was moved 300 feet south in 1905 to make way for the new route of the Cleveland and Pittsburgh Railroad, creating the waterfall you see today. So, this was actually 100 more yards. Which way is north? Give me a minute. Yeah, so from what I understand, it would have been 100 yards in that direction. And so I guess they rerouted so that it would come in through here instead. Ugh, why is it gonna be so cold? Stop being windy. You can be cool, just don't be windy, please. Alright, here we go, chat. Prepare to hang on to your signal, buddy, just in case. Thankfully, this is all we have to know as we go here. Nice little waterfall. I'm gonna go and grab you guys and take you into my hand here so I can take a picture with Mr. Heffhog. Want to make sure I'm holding him really tightly. Right? I don't want him to fall. I definitely don't want you guys to fall either. And, hang on. I'm gonna take this glove off. This is making it really hard for me to hold you guys. There we go. Look at that. And it looks like you can tell people have been down there. You can see a couple trails down there. Be pretty cool to go down there, though. One more. Now, unfortunately, my stick isn't big enough to like send you guys over the rail. what I can do, I can probably bring you guys right. Probably bring you guys right here. You think you can survive in a barrel? Look, it's not as high as Niagara Falls, so pretty good chance, yeah, you'd probably survive in a barrel. You know they had to make that illegal? Because too many people were doing it. They were like, okay, no more. You guys are no longer allowed to go barreling off. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now there's a view. Look, I'm just saying, if people want to fall off a cliff and get themselves killed, who are we to stop them? You know what I mean? I say, let them. Yeah, definitely. We'll sit here for a little bit because the hotel or the museum I want to go to doesn't open for another 30 minutes. So, I'm also just trying to work the numbers on stuff we're going to do today. Guess I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm gonna sleep tonight. I don't know where that's gonna be. Tell you, finding a place to sleep, real tough sometimes, you know? Give me a few more minutes, guys. I'm just looking over some stuff real quick, and then we'll get moving. For now, enjoy the ASMR waterfall. Hope y'all enjoyed that ASMR waterfall. I'm gonna head back to the van now. I was telling you a little cold there. I was like, okay, this shade, this wind, still too much. Now get back to the van here. Let me see if they have made you want to pee? Yeah, I definitely want to pee too. They don't have a bathroom. I might have to use the one I've got in the van. So, but for 9 Kiwi, how are you? Long time no see. So good to have you in. We want to go check out a waterfall. And now we're headed over to a witch museum. Really excited. I hope they let us video. We'll find out. Whew. Alright. Oh, thank you. Things are going great. It's a wee bit cold, but it is not as cold as it has been. It's been really cold the past few days. Today it's finally warming up. I think we're breaking into the 40s, which is amazing. Oops. Because prior to today, we've been sitting in the 30s, and I hated it. We also just went to a monster truck museum. It wasn't like a monster truck, but it was like monster trucks. Really cool. It's like the Tim Willis Monster Truck Museum or something. Let me see what it's called exactly. Yeah, the Tim Willis Monster Trucks here in Cleveland, Ohio. Really cool. Highly recommend checking that out. And now we are headed over to the Buchanan Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. So, I guess before I head over there, I should like double check something. Let me go to their website. Let me make sure they're not like, oh, you can't stream here. As long as they don't have anything, then we should be okay. Because usually they'll tell you on the website whether there's no pictures or something. So, but we're basically going to make it really easy to, yeah. But yeah, Kiwi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We are having quite the day so far. We are just exploring a bunch of local attractions here in
on Webb Terrace toward Warner Road.
Here in
Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic may not be open yet when you arrive.
Yeah, that's okay. Actually, oh fuck, yeah. Hang on. 11:54. We'll wait here a couple minutes. Actually, let me hop into the back. Let me get my shoes off first. Get my shoes off. And then we hop in the back. Might pause y'all for just a minute so I can use my bathroom real quick. Or what I might do, actually. Yeah. Here, I'll point y'all forward. I'm gonna put you on the pause screen real quick. But I won't pause the stream. I'll be back in give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna mute the mic. I'm gonna be back in like 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. Your work is currently making a poker solver, which has been poker solver. What do you mean by poker solver? Like the game poker? Or like, how do I prevent people from poking me? And if they poke me, how do I poke them back harder? You know what's the worst? And by worst, I mean not necessarily the worst, because, I don't know. It's fun. So I have a cuddle friend in Bremerton. We would cuddle every time I visited. And she wasn't ticklish at all. I would always like try every part of her body. She just wasn't ticklish. I was like, what? But then I'm like super ticklish. Like you brush your hand across my, you push me in the rib just a little too hard, and I drop into a giggle fest, right? Like, my friend knew this. Also, I'm very ticklish when I get a massage. My back is extremely ticklish, which is not fun. People are always like, am I hurting you? No, that's just me laughing hysterically. The game poker is all a bunch of math, probably not interesting for you, it's a nerd thing. I mean, it's basically taking what the humans have figured out and doing it faster, though, right? Like, it's basically what it is. Like, the whole idea is to take what's come out and determine the probability that you need a certain card to come out so that you can, that you can win, right? No, I can dig math. I get where you're going with, I've done a little poker myself. I'm not particularly great at it. I can't bluff for shit, that's my problem. Fuck. Alright. Whoa, what's going on over here? What are you doing, buddy? Get over here. There we go. Alright. We're gonna eat a little food. We don't have a lot of time, so we're just gonna eat a quick sandwich real quick. Let's get my barbecue sauce, what I have left of it. Open that up. There we go. But yeah, no, like I said, I know poker decently well enough. I don't care to play it. That's my thing. So, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Now we're looking to visit the largest pinball museum today. Or, actually, I don't know if it's a museum. It might just be an arcade, but they have 420 machines. 421, sorry. It used to be 420. I think 421 probably happened when they put in the new Star Wars or the new Harry Potter. Which I'm so mad because the Harry Potter game is actually pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind it. This game is actually, like, I'm really seeing the potential for this game. And I hate it had to be Harry Potter. They got all this. Okay. I was just buying a little time. I don't want to... Oh, no. What was I gonna say? Oh, what are we eating? We are eating a, some sort of barbecue sandwich. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure what it is. But it's from City Barbecue. We got it from Veterans Day, so we got it from Tuesday. Because we got all that free food. Because here in America, on Veterans Day, everyone, and other restaurants, offer free deals to veterans. They usually offer like a free meal, or like, hey, 50% off, or, you know, some other sweet thing, right? And so I always make a list of restaurants I want to go to, and then I go to them all, and I get a shit ton of free food. And so I think this is a, this was from a place called City Barbecue. And it's some sort of double burger. Actually, I wonder if this might be from, this might be from Steak and Shake, actually, now I think about it. I don't know. Like, there's no words on this. I just took everything out of the bags and threw it onto my fridge. I was like, oh man, I need this to say good. Now, if I could, I'd warm it up. I don't have a good way to warm stuff up though, you know? So normally I just don't worry about it. But I'm like, fuck man, I wish this were warm. Be real nice. I also got to try Outback Steakhouse for the first time. That was really good. I wouldn't ever go to Outback Steakhouse for a non-free day. I'm like, it was good. I just wouldn't go unless it was free, you know what I mean? So, yo, speaking of nerd stuff, Kiwi, I don't know if you're a big space nerd, but we went to, well, we didn't go. I did, because I wasn't streaming. But I went to Need, South Dakota, and they had something there called SURF, which was short for, hang on. Short for the Sanford Underground Research Facility, which is a gigantic facility, like 1 mile underground. Like, they had the visitor center on the surface, but then 1 mile underground, that's where the laboratory is. And they have created a gigantic cavern thing that is designed to catch neutrinos so that they can study dark matter at this place. It is, and like the day I went, right, I went there on a random day, right, let me get another bite real quick. I gotta get something here, hang on. On the day I visited, so I go to Need, South Dakota, and I go to this place called Aspire, which is a clothing boutique. Very fantasy based, and I bought this. It's got a hoodie, too. Got a nice hood to it, which is nice. I like the colors. I think her name is Nettie. I think that's what her name was. And you can see in the bottom, it says Dark Matter Society. I know it's really hard to read, but it says Dark Matter Society. And I asked the person who was there, I was like, this is Dark Matter Society, is that like an actual society here in Need? And she was like, no, that's actually my brand. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And she was like, do you know what that laboratory does next to me? And I was like, I just know it's a visitor center. I legit thought it was to look into the gold mine. That's why I wasn't super interested in it. And she's like, that's where they have the underground facility, 1 mile underground, you know, where they study dark matter. And that's how she got the name for her brand, which I was amazed. Like, she told me the whole story. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. And so I end up going, you know, I end up walking back, you know, I'm walking back to my van. And I see that the visitor sign says open. And I'm like, that's weird. Because Google Maps 100% said that they were closed. They closed at 5 p.m. And so it's like 5:15, right? 17:15 or 5:15 p.m. depending on what time you need. And so I'm like, that's weird. And there was people clearly walking around. So I was like, okay, so they didn't just leave the open sign on accident. Like, people are legitimate in there walking around. So I'm like, okay. So I put that shirt down. And I go inside. And mind you, I'm in like my pajama pants. I'm in like just wearing nothing. Because I'm like, I'm just walking around, right? And so I'm like, okay, so people are here. So I start reading the stuff on the wall, right? Because I want to find out more about this laboratory thing. And it occurs to me, like, wait a minute. And I look around, there's like people, you know, in groups chit-chatting, right? There's like, people are having dinner. And I'm like, what's happening right now? Right? And I know it's not really a private event because I haven't been kicked out yet. Because I obviously don't look like I belong. Right? Because once again, I'm in fucking pajama pants right now. And so I walk to the front. And they're like, oh my god. They're like, oh hi, are you here to check in for the deep talk? And I'm like, what in the world is happening? Like, I have no idea what any of this is. And they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, they're explaining, like, oh, well, the surf, you know, laboratory, this is a visitor center. And, you know, once a month we do a deep talk. And today they're actually going to be bringing us a live stream from the laboratory 1 mile down, where you get to see the laboratory, you get to talk to the scientists down there. And I'm like, is this open to anyone? They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, sign me up. And they're like, oh, and dinner's included. They had clam chowder, they had a tomato bisque, and they had like bread. Like, y'all remember? Because we were streaming in Deadwood, right? Oh, no, we weren't streaming in Deadwood. That was where we ended before. That was where we tried to go to the fish hatchery. That was that same day, and then it was closed, and we ended up just raiding out. And I was looking for a place to eat, and I didn't like anything in Deadwood because it was all steakhouses and shit. So I was like, I don't want to eat. I don't want a steakhouse. I don't want to gamble. Right? Honestly, I thought Deadwood was kind of boring. It was fine. But then I went to Need, and it was way better. And I got free dinner, and then I got to watch this super, super cool live stream where I got to see the laboratory, which is once again, it's 1 mile underground, right? It's actually like 4,800 feet, but that's about a mile. Like, it's close enough. A mile is 5,280 feet, so they're off by 400 feet. That's like 120 yards, whatever, right? And so they ran us through everything, and it was so cool. And they had a Q&A at the end, and I was like, I gotta ask a question. Like, everyone's kind of asking these basic questions. Like, you know, someone did ask a question I had. Like, they were like, how do you know, because they use lead. They do use lead blocks to help block out radiation. But the lead itself needs to be pretty radiation free. And so one of the questions I was gonna ask was, how in the world do you get no radiation lead? Like, what the fuck? And it was kind of cool, the process they had to go through to find no radiation lead. Super fucking cool. Like, okay. But then they were like, you know, my question was, you know, I asked them, right, and they had a microphone, because that's how they got the question down there, right? But I was like, so you got, you know, and so my question was, you know, hey, y'all said that lead releases no amounts of radiation, which can mess up with your counts, and your counts are extremely sensitive, so that's why you have a copper shielding. And so I like my question then was, how do you prevent the copper shielding itself from messing up the counts when you count, right? Like, okay, you're blocking the lead, that's cool, but now you gotta deal with the copper, you know? And of course, I mean, the answer, you know, one of the answers was, well, copper is much lower on the, or much lower on the periodic table. So, you know, the radiation emits probably significantly lower. But the answer that they gave, which I didn't expect, is they do a background count for a month, right? So they just count background for 1 month. And then when they're ready to count, once that month is up, they count whatever it is they need to count, right? So they'll put something in the counter. They'll hit the counting button. And I think they count it for like a week or something. And then they get all that data. And they're able to kind of subtract out the background of the copper. Right? And that's what they get. Now, why they can't do that with the lead, I don't know. Maybe it's just too high. But it was super interesting. I nerded out really hard, so... But yeah. It was so cool. And I wish I had streamed it. Because I think it would have been super awesome to bring you guys. I think y'all would have loved it. If I ever go back for a deep dive, we are going to stream it. I will 100% go live and we will watch whatever they're live streaming. And whatever, you know. For science, you know. Their next deep dive, which happens in December, they're going to talk about PMTs. Which are photo multipliers, which is super cool. I would have loved to be there. I know about photo multipliers. I've worked with photo multipliers. Like that was part of my job in the military. Is we had photo multipliers. Now, I didn't like physically interact with photo multipliers. They were just part of the stuff that I used to count stuff. You know. And so I would have loved to see how they use photo multipliers in their laboratory. Because they had a lot of stuff that I use. But I use mine more for like nuclear, right? And it would have been really cool to see how they use it in their laboratory, you know? Alright. We've delayed long enough. Let's get moving. Anyways, I hope I didn't bore y'all with my nerd out. But that's honestly one of the coolest things I've been to this year. Like, absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you ever go to Lead and you're going there in the first week, look up their deep talk and try to go in that same day, because you will learn a lot from the deep talk, and they do a good job. And hopefully you'll get someone like me who shows up and can ask some good questions. Not that you know other people can't ask good questions, but I almost feel like, hey, since I had that knowledge of radiation, I was able to be like, well, wait a minute. There we go. All right, let's go. We'll get out by 12:15. Perfect.
Then, at the next light, you'll turn left.
I actually might change my top.
Northeast on Webb Terrace
Hey,
on Warner Road.
hey, shoes. You can't be there. Actually, since we're not going very far, we can actually change out shoes to those.
Your route avoids road closures on Warner Road. You're on the fastest route.
That's
You should
cool.
reach your
Thanks,
destination
Found.
by 12:15.
on the ground. I'll fly. Take the chance to try.
Right onto Warner Road. Then, at the next light, you'll turn left.
Take to the sky. And it seems that first faithful leap, I'll fly. I think I go that way. The winds be my guide and I'll fly. I'm done with looking down.
Turn left
You can
onto Street Road.
see me
Then, at the next light,
now.
you'll turn left. At the light, turn left onto Ella Avenue.
I want to do a pole dance routine to this song so badly. Here, let me restart that song. Y'all can hear it. I'm hoping once I get involved with the Santa Fe pole dancing community that they do things, and I would love to do a pole dancing to this song.
Never think of the ground at all. Close your eyes, breathe in so.
At the next light, use the left lane
Sorry.
to turn left.
Waiting to catch you.
At the light, turn left onto Broadway Avenue, Ella Avenue.
Life I've been told to wait for the storm clouds to clear the sky. But all I want is to feel the rain. Let those winds take me higher and higher. And still I've yet to touch those clouds. They say I'm safer on the ground. One day I'll fly. Just take the chance to try. I know if I go, I'll learn to take to the sky. And as hard as that seems, to take that first faithful leap, I'll fly. I'm on the highest peak as someone new. Though I hear them try to call me home, but I cannot seem to shake this view, where I jump head first into the unknown. And looking back, I can see it now. The world so small from on the ground. And I'll fly, just take the chance to try. I know if I go, I'll learn to take to the sky. And as hard as it seems, I'll take that first faithful leap. I'll fly, just leave the rest all behind when I fly. Let the winds be my guide and I'll fly. I'm done with looking down. Let them see me now as I fly.
That's the song I want to do my next pole dancing routine to. So, we'll see if I get the opportunity to put together another pole dancing routine in the next year or so. Yeah, super gorgeous song, and yeah, that's yeah. The bummer thing is I haven't been able to perform in a couple years because all the two pole dancing studios I go to, they do performances around the travel times, right? So I'm usually traveling for winter or spring when the two studios I dance at hold their performances. And unfortunately, I'm generally just unable to put together anything and practice, and so I don't want to, potentially, not be ready, right? Because that's not good for anyone. Ah, okay. I was like, what's going on over here? Okay, because I saw that guy driving a truck, but he's going to gotta give a jump. Kirk, what's up? Welcome on in. Welcome back. I don't know if you got to see the waterfall, but we spent a couple minutes at the waterfall, which was nice. We sat, have a bit of a lunch. Now we're on our way over to the Bucknan Witchcraft and Magic Museum. Oh no! Well, if you go back like 30 minutes, you'll find it. There's some nice ASMR if you want in on that. Otherwise, feel free to chill. We're about 12 minutes away from the next museum. So we're gonna head over to that. I'm actually gonna change my top. I'm gonna get out of this. You hit the waterfall now? Yes. It was a good waterfall. Apparently the highest waterfall in Cleveland. I was like, whoa. Okay. That's pretty cool. I still miss the one in New Jersey. We're gonna see if we can go to it. Actually, it's probably only an hour and a half from Philadelphia. We might be able to go. But there's a waterfall called Little Niagara. We went to it a year and a half ago. Or no, not even a year and a half ago. We went to it... Oh no, it was a year and a half ago because it's 2025. Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago. We went to a waterfall in New Jersey nicknamed Little Niagara. And we saw why. The power of the waterfall, man. That thing was powerful. And we actually rated out from that waterfall. It was a really nice way to finish off that stream. Trooper, what's up? Welcome on in. How are ya? Welcome to Cleveland. We're currently on our way to the next museum. We're about 11 minutes out. How are you doing? I hope your Thursday's going well. Feel work? I hope work is being uneventful but productive. Yeah. Hi. Also, for anyone that missed it, last night we went to this amazing Green Dragon Inn. It was a medieval-themed board game tavern, and it was amazing. We got to play Nuna Nova, which was really fun. And because we were in board gaming, we were actually able to go ahead and raid a board game streamer, Board Game Steph. Wait, guy, you need to follow the road, sir. You need to follow the road. These guys probably like, why do you almost hit me? Bro, you almost hit me. You gotta follow the road, sir. I'm finding out the drivers here in Cleveland are not very good. They're definitely not good at all in Chicago. Guys, I don't know if I told you. So, y'all, we finished up, if y'all remember back to Chicago, we went to like the world's largest laundromat, we went to the Oz Park, we went to that really cool pinball place, and then we raided out. So after the pinball place, I'm on my way to another Outback Steakhouse, and like we had one person who tried to make a left turn and just couldn't make it and held up traffic on the left lane. I was in the right lane, so I was able to go around him. But then, like half a mile down from there, someone else tried to make a left turn. I don't know what the hell he saw. There was a gigantic ass truck in front of him. But then he pulled out, so I was like, so I slowed down, and he backs up, but he doesn't back up all the way, and his fucking front end is still ass in all the way on the road, and I'm beeping at his ass, and he's just like, go. And I'm like, dude, your fucking front bumper is still in my way. I can't get around you, dog. And I'm just like, bro, if you can't drive a car, don't have it. Right? Go get yourself a smart car so that you don't do stupid shit like this, man. So, yeah, I'm having a time, I'm having a time with the drivers here in the Midwest right now. Not that I'm saying I'm a good driver, right? But I'm definitely better than at least 10% of the drivers here. Probably 20%. I'm willing to make a bet at least 50% I'm better at driving. Cold and wet here in Germany, a little sick. Mood is so good though. Hey, you can't ask for anything more, right? If your mood is good while you're sick, imagine what your mood's gonna be when you're not sick. It's gonna be sky high. Love to hear that. I do hope you get better sooner than later. I hope whatever little sickness you got, scatters away. We had to deal with cold here not too long ago. The first winter storms came in. Oh yeah, the Voyager theme. Fucking hey, dude. Love the Voyager theme. My favorite from all the 90s track, right? So TNG, Voyager, DS9, and Enterprise. In order, it's DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, TNG. I think TNG sucks. I'm also just not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably people probably consider me a TNG hater. I hate on TNG all the time. I think TNG is hugely overrated. I don't think it's that good. They have great episodes, but they have a lot of bad episodes that are just like, okay. I don't see what you guys saw on this, but sure. What's my city aim? So the goal is to we're gonna go to Girard, Ohio. We're gonna be going to the largest pinball, the largest collection of pinball in the world. A place called Pastimes. They have 421 machines. You might be wondering, why not 420? And the answer is they used to have 420. They had 420 for the longest time. Then they added a machine. Now they're at 421. So TNG was the best series, but the theme was named. I get it. It had great episodes. I think DS9 is the best in my opinion. Right. Also, if we ever talk about favorite characters, my top five characters, 3 of them are from DS9 and the other 2 are from Voyager. My favorite character from TNG, Data, doesn't even break in until 7. Like, my top 3 are DS9, and then 4 through 6 are Voyager, and then Data, and then, oh, wait. Who's the Vulcan from Enterprise? Why can't I think of her name? She's my 8th. Also, if we're talking about bottom 5 characters from Star Trek 90s, Dr. Crusher. Straight up. I think Dr. Crusher is the most overrated character of all fucking time. I hate it. I'm sorry if Dr. Crusher is your favorite character. I hate how many things I go to that talk about, like, best doctors in Star Trek, and they have Dr. Crusher rated as number 2 behind Dr. Bones, and I'm like, oh, so you're just a TNG fanboy. Because, let's be fucking honest, she's not the best doctor. She's not even the best doctor in her series. Freaking Doctor... Who's the other doctor in TNG? Doctor... help me out, guys. Who was it? She was better. She was so much better than Dr. Crusher. I'm so mad she only got 1 season. Like... You know Quark and Odo? Yo, Quark and Odo are so good. Oh my god. Quark is in my top 3 actually. My top, like I said, my top 3 TNG. Oh, sorry, my top 3 DS9. Panaski, there we go. Dr. Panaski was a way better Doctor, and just character in general than Dr. Crusher. Sorry, not sorry, Crusher lovers, but I think Dr. Panaski. I really wish Panaski got more screen time, because they knew how to write her. For some reason, they couldn't write Dr. Crusher for shit until like season 5. So for 4 seasons, she's just a worthless character. You're like, I guess. You could subtract her from most episodes in Star Trek and nothing would change. That's just me. And maybe people can argue it. Maybe people can argue her and be like, and I'll be like, okay, maybe she's not the complete worst Doctor, but like, I think she gets overrated. And a lot of people's reasoning for putting her at number 2 is she was a great Doctor, and I'm like, they're all great Doctors. That's their job. That's a bad reasoning to put her at number 2 is because she's a good Doctor. They're all good Doctors. That's, once again, I don't know what you want. In fact, there's a group that I watch who they do like recaps on like TNG and DS9, and they actually make fun of how much Dr. Crusher kind of sucks at her job. And it makes me laugh every time because she's kind of awful at her job, and I don't know, I don't get it. Yo, for that, yes. That's just his name. His name is literally the Doctor. Or Joe, if you wanna, he does pick the name Joe eventually, but he's just called the Doctor or Doc. That's his name the entire series. And yeah, I know Bashir. A lot of people hate Bashir. I'm always like, okay, I get it. He's a little creepy, but like, that's not his character. Like, yeah. Like, that's like season 1 Bashir, and occasionally his creepiness comes back up. But I think Bashir is way better than Dr. Crusher, and Dr. Bashir always gets ranked at like 4 or 5. Like, the rankings that whenever people talk about best Star Trek Doctors, they're always like Dr. Bones, Dr. Crusher, the Doctor from Voyager, right? Actually, no, you know what? The one that I went to go look at, and this is how I know they were hella biased, it was Dr. Bones, Dr. Crusher, Dr. Panaski, and then the EMH. And I was like, you guys had the EMH but no both TNG Doctors? What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Where do I park? Hang on, guys. We gotta find out where I'm gonna park. Okay, I can't park here. Alright. Didn't Howard pick her to name Zimmerman? No, he never did name himself Zimmerman. Maybe he does in like the later like Picard series, but I haven't seen all of Picard yet. I've only seen like the first season. Give me a second. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to park. Okay, I think if I'm right, I might be able to park over here. No parking over here. What the fuck? Maybe over here? Oh, whatever was here, the Rite Aid is not here anymore, so fuck it. I guess I'm parking here. And everyone else seems to be parking here, so buckets. Didn't expect SC talk. I am a huge fan of Star Trek. I am actually pining for a DS9 rewatch. because DS9 is by far my favorite series, and it's not even close. Voyager used to be my favorite, and then I saw DS9, and I was, nope! Sorry, DS9 is my favorite. Yeah, I like TNG, don't get me wrong, but I have sat down and watched TNG from Season 1, Episode 1 to Season 7, Episode 27, or whatever the final episode is, and there is just a knot of, why the fuck am I doing this to myself? There's just a knot of bad stretches of TNG, right? Like, if you just pick and choose and watch all the good episodes, then yeah, TNG's amazing. But if you straight watch it, the whole thing, there's just a lot of gaps where you just want to stab yourself in the eyes, be like, why am I watching this right now? That's why I don't think TNG is anywhere near the best. But, you know, everyone has their favorites for reasons, right? And I'm not here to convince anyone that DS9 should indeed be your favorite. That's just me. Ugh. Trooper, aren't you part of Jessica Belge's stream too? I think because I've talked to Star Trek with you before. It wasn't here though. It was someone else's stream. I could have sworn it was Jessica Bell's stream, right? You tried to watch TOS, but it's too yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know if I can watch TOS. I think TOS is I think it's gonna be too campy for me. I would probably just be like, ugh, I can't do it. Oh shit, why'd I put my shoes on? I gotta change my shirt. Shit. Where'd you guys go? I felt it. I felt the kick and I was like, damn it. Alright, give me a minute. I gotta change my shirt. No peeking. Let me know if you can see tit. Because then that means I know I need to stop. Though, to be fair, if Twitch were like, oh, tits! Then that means I know that I'm transitioning well. That's like the trans women, like test. You take top photos or topless photos for yourself and you keep posting it to Facebook till Facebook says, no, you stop that. And it's like, hell yeah, I've got titties. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna come around. Blaze, what's up? Welcome on in. How are you? TNG still your favorite? Like I said, it's fair. I think for a lot of people, whatever Star Trek you grew up on tends to be your favorite, right? Because I'm the same way, right? I was the same way for a long time. Voyager was my favorite. That's the one that I first started watching and watched a lot of. And maybe that's not true. Maybe some of y'all saw TOS first and then saw TNG. We're like, TNG's the favorite, right? But yeah, I think there's a lot of nostalgia factor, right? Okay. Alright, chat, so we are headed over to a witchcraft and magic museum. So, really excited for that here. Catch up the chat real quick. You don't know what Jessica, sorry, but SC nerds are everywhere? Okay. I know we've talked about this. I just don't remember where. Like, I'm almost positive I've talked to you about this. But maybe it was this stream. Who knows? Maybe it was literally in my in my chat, so, but, yeah, so let's go check out this place here. And then, like I said, after this, we're gonna head over to that pinball place. So if we have time, I mean, because it's noon, right? It's noon. Oh, well, I mean, shit, we're gonna have so much time. Yeah. But yeah. My overall favorite character from all of Star Trek is Kira Nerys. Love Kira Nerys. She's my favorite. And then Garrick. And then, and then the Doctor from Voyager. And then Quark. And then, I think I picked Banana Torres and Tom Paris as my 5 and 6. And then Data. And then T'Pol from Enterprise. Ah, here we go. Raymond Buchanan's Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. Maybe on a GeoGuessr stream? It's possible. Come on, Mr. Halfhog. There you go, buddy. Let's check her out.
Welcome.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you here for the museum?
I am,
Are
yeah.
you filming?
Yeah. Is that?
Maybe not.
Oh no.
I'd
Okay.
rather not be filmed. Communication. Are you filming right now?
Yeah. Is that?
Do you just continually film all the time?
Huh?
Do you just film all the time?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not cool, then it's fine. I can.
Well, I mean, the museum's my museum.
Okay,
I don't
that's-
really like it to be like completely broadcast out there. Do you have like a million? Are we
No.
live right now?
Yeah, but I mean, I've only got like 5 people. But it's fine. If you don't want it, then it's fine. I can always come back another time. Then.
Yeah.
So-
Just, I mean, do you have a Patreon? Are you making money off of my content here?
No. I just do this for fun.
Okay.
So, but no, I get it. It's fine.
Not having a great time these days right now, where I really don't need people to get my energy. I don't know. It's hard to explain a Luddite's point of view.
Yeah.
Electronic psychic vampirism. So.
Well, in that case, I will just pick up. I might just pick up a sticker then, and then roll out.
Are you local or are you?
I am not. I'm just passing through. So.
So you just keep the screen going at all times. You can't
do.
just pause it.
So. Wait, do I want this or like this? We'll grab this one. There we go.
And can you put that on mute for a second?
Chat, I'll be right back. Let me bring up your pause screen.